Gina's taking dating advice from Shane, and Jesus Jugs is back. It's crazy. Stay tuned for all that and more.
I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Welcome back, everyone. Happy Thursday. How are we doing, ladies?
Tuesday, girlfriend.
Oh my God! Why am I thinking it's Thursday? Well, look, apparently I'm ready for the weekend. Oh
yeah,
my God,
you are.
Hilarious.
Thursday?
Well, I'm your host, Karla, and I'm joined by my amazing girl squad. Hi, ladies. To my left, I have lover of all things Vicki, Miss Katie.
Hi. How's it going, guys?
And we have Regina. She's been following the Real Housewives of Orange County since day one. She's the perfect person to be talking about this. Welcome.
Thank you. Hello, everyone.
Today we're going to be talking about Bronwyn fantasizing about Tamra, Gina's blind date, Emily's weight gain, and Jesus Jugs. She's back, everyone. We have our shadiest moment, our special segment, some news and gossips, and we're going to wrap up with some predictions. But before we do all of that, what were our overall thoughts, ladies?
You know, I was just really happy everyone got along this episode. There wasn't really any catfights.
I know, we realized that at the end, right? We're like, what happened that could have been like crazy or problematic, and nothing for once.
Yeah,
I liked it. What
the
about
girls
you?
got along.
It was
I
amazing.
agree. They had the milk and cookies.
Yeah, it was definitely a different tone for Orange County. So let's jump right in, ladies. So at the beginning of the episode, we see Bronwyn with her husband in bed. Right off the bat, I knew they were going to bring up the threesome, and I was cringing, just waiting for it to happen. And then Bronwyn starts like making like these weird faces when she starts thinking about Tamra. What did you guys think about that?
She was fantasizing.
It was a little much.
Honestly, I'm here for the threesome, though. Clearly,
Yes,
there's some
girl.
sexual
Okay,
tension.
What do you mean?
Clearly, there's some sexual tension
Expand on
between the
that.
two, Tamra and Bronwyn.
You think so?
I mean,
Well, I think for sure on Bronwyn's part.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think Tamra would be into it.
Oh, no, I don't.
No?
No way. She might tease and, be like really flirtatious, but at the end of the day, I think she's monogamous and she would not be interested in a threesome. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think she would be.
I think that Tamra would totally be about the threesome, but that Eddie would be like, what are you doing, girl? Like, Eddie seems like a homebody, chill, low-key kind of guy, and then there's Tamra just flashing the world on national TV. I don't think Tamra cares, but if I were Tamra, I would feel uncomfortable. I mean, but to some people, that's what they like to do.
Yeah, also, I agree with Eddie, though. Maybe having a threesome with someone you're very close with is not the best idea.
Yes.
I feel like if I was Bronwyn, I would maybe get jealous. Like, I don't know. Because you don't want them to, like, have too much fun with the other person.
Yeah, I agree. But then in last week's episode, Bronwyn says that it's more for her than for him. Like, he just watches whatever the girls do. But I'm just, I don't know. I don't want you to, like, then, like, we're hanging out. We go to, like, a double date with my friend, and then you can picture her breasts while we're sitting there eating our dinner,
That's true.
It's just a weird situation. In our live chat, Sharo Tara Chaz, I hope I'm saying that right, says Bronwyn and her husband fantasizing over Tamra was so, it's so weird. I feel you, girl. I thought the same thing. And then Erica Guzman says Bronwyn seemed like a little fangirl of Tamra. And I think so too.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you, girl.
I just think, like, I don't have a single friend that I look at and I'm just, like, thinking about them sexually. Like, that's weird to me, right?
You're not really into any of your friends?
No. I'm into them as
Katie,
friends.
what are you trying to tell us?
I don't know.
I think Katie's about it. Bronwyn, Katie's about it.
Look, it's 2019. Like, do you? Have open conversations.
No, I think it's a lot more common than a lot of people talk about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just think people aren't really like, how do you sit there and, like, in the normal setting and just bring up threesomes? Like, no one really does that. But I think they're a lot more common than people realize,
Yeah. No, totally. I agree.
Yeah. As her girlfriend, I would feel a little bit betrayed if she went home fantasizing about me to her husband. I mean, that is just totally just weird to me.
Really?
But it happens.
Yeah.
I understand. And, like you said, it's a sign of the times, Katie, right?
I'd be flattered if my friend was thinking
it's
about
a compliment,
me.
But still, I mean, I think, especially if you aren't returning the affection or the admiration, then it'll put you in a very uncomfortable position to me.
Now that I've seen this episode, I'm thinking back to like prior ones, and when they get really drunk, like Tamra and Bronwyn like feel each other up. So this whole time, do you think like Bronwyn's been fantasizing about her? That's so crazy.
Could be.
Well, another thing too, does that mean she's bored with her husband?
Oh.
They've been together for, they're 7 kids deep. They've been together for a really long time. You see that they have the apartment.
Right,
I think
they have like a sex apartment.
I think they do what they can to keep it like fresh and interesting, because she's mentioned that they've been together since they were really, really young. And for some people, I feel like it's better to do it within your marriage to step out and like then do things that are I think way worse. Like if you're both if everyone involved on the same page, I don't see what's so wrong about it.
I don't know. I've heard of situations where people have gotten into those type of threesomes, and one of the other spouses actually fell in love with that other person.
No.
So it can always backfire.
This sounds like some Jerry Springer stuff.
Yeah.
No.
Anything is
who's to
possible.
Say, seriously, who's to say that can't happen to the best couple?
Yeah.
No, yeah, definitely. And I see what you're saying. Talking about Bronwyn, I made note of her family picture. I thought it was really interesting. So clearly there's like a million kids, right? So that already alone seems like a headache. But I like when they like did flashbacks to like previous ones they've done, and they seem so wholesome and nice.
Yeah.
And out of nowhere, she's like in this sheer dress.
And everyone's in black.
Everyone's in black, like who died?
Is it a funeral?
Yeah. And then the kids were like, this is a serious one. So they were all giving their smiles, no one was smiling. And I was like, are you already switching up, Bronwyn? I feel like reality TV changes people. And I feel like that's happening
She's
already.
getting edgier.
Yes. Like she's already getting edgier. Those pictures were so serious. Like it was like all the kids and she was on top of the chair, like looking to the side. I'm like, can you smile? This is going to be a memory one day,
I loved it. I
Really?
loved that she didn't do like the typical like wholesome family beach pic, khakis, white button-down shirts like she said. I'm here for it.
It was like the Addams Family.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
totally.
shady moment.
Well, did you see the chair? The
No.
chair was like from the Addams Family.
No, I agree, but I did like the
All black?
the kid, like when there was like the 4 babies on the chair, that was cute. When it was just the husband and Bronwyn, that was also cute. So it was tasteful. I just think it's different
Well,
than
the
what
daughter
she's
had
done.
like weird bunny ears on.
Oh, did she? I didn't notice.
They're like lace
and
bunny
the other girl
ears.
had something too tight around
Yeah.
her head. So it was a little kooky at times, but
They were trying to be different. I'm here for it. It's just you already see her kind of changing a little bit, which you see happen with a lot of the housewives. But before we move on, Katie has a very special announcement for everyone.
Yeah, so hey guys, before we move on to our next topic, we just wanted to say thank you guys so much for making us the ESPN of TV talk. And for us to continue to grow, we could really use your guys' help. So make sure you subscribe on YouTube, give us a 5-star rating on iTunes, and leave us a comment everywhere. We love to talk to you guys because being a part of AfterBuzz TV means so much to us. We get to talk about our favorite shows and talk with you guys. So thank you guys for all your support in doing what we love.
And a big thank you to Kevin and Maria. You guys are amazing. None of this would be possible without either of you. All right, ladies, so we have Gina and her blind date. I have so many mixed emotions about that. So I'm going to start off with a question. Do you guys think she overreacted?
About
Him
finding
about
out.
the toe and him saying like I can't come anymore. Besides what we know at the end and like
Yeah.
all the extra stuff from the beginning, like did you guys think she was overreacting or you understood?
I understood. I mean, she's an East Coast lady, and I just think broken toe, unless you just broke it right before our date, I don't think so. Like, if you broke it a day or two before, you're coming on that date.
What about
Wrap
you,
your
Gina?
foot up. You're coming.
I don't think I'm that desperate for a guy to come out with a broken toe, especially if it just happened. But I don't want to see any guy hobbling in on crutches and, I mean, accidents happen, but I mean, he could have been on medication and just felt like he wanted to present his best self to her. But we, of course, know there's more to the story.
I agree with both of you. Like, I think, yeah, he could have still come. I mean, I've broken a toe. It's not the prettiest situation.
Really? Okay, so I don't know what it's like. Can you still walk okay?
Well, the thing is, when it happened to me, I don't know if much has changed, but basically you can't cast a toe. Like, you just kind of have to, like, wrap it up and it kind of heals on its own or something. Like, yeah, so it's just, you just have to let it be, and it's very uncomfortable, And it's like, I don't know. Imagine he's, like, on the date and he's hanging out with, like, his toes out, and I don't know. I think men fear.
I guess you're right. Or maybe he gets like a shooting pain.
Yeah, imagine you're on your blind date. Like, you're not going to be your best self. But
That's true.
I thought Gina could have just understood, but she made it like, I'm going through so much, like, just another thing to add to the list, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, girl, you can still go on a date some other time. Take the night to yourself. Have a glass of wine. Do whatever. I thought she could have been, like, more relaxed about it. But I think this is something she was, like, looking forward to, It was probably, like, the exciting thing she had going on. So I kind of, I felt bad.
But I thought it was a little cringy when she, like, wanted to call him and ask him about it. I was like, oh, you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that.
Well, hey, you know what? He made a date with her, so I don't see any harm. She could, call him like she was concerned. And then get the truth.
That's true.
Erica agrees in the chat, says, I believe the toe story until the girlfriend was announced. And I also believed it. And I agree with you. When she wanted to call, I was like, why are you calling? Like, what do you expect to happen during that phone call that's going to make the situation really any different? Is toe still going to be broken?
Or is it really broken?
Yeah, there you go. I think she...
if you have to go through all that to make up a story that big, wow.
No, I think...
I'm just putting it out there. I don't think it's true.
No, yeah, now that we know, I don't think it's true either. But a part of me feels like she knew from the beginning that it was, like, kind of off. Like, she was like, just come. Like, I don't know. I just felt like she knew. Like, he doesn't really want to go on this date. Charles again says, accidents happen, but the guy ended up having a girlfriend though. So Gina, you dodged that bullet. Yes,
that's true.
It's all about perspective, ladies. That's true. Instead of sitting there kind of like being pissed about it, you dodged the bullet. You should be happy.
Yeah, obviously he's a sleaze anyway.
Yeah. Do you guys think that Emily knew the guy had a girlfriend?
Of course. This is Shane's cousin, right? That's what she said.
Yeah.
It's his cousin. Of course she knew.
Sorry, ladies. In the live chat, Charles Terragan says the girlfriend bit his toe off. Plot twist. That is hilarious. Oh my God, you're hilarious, girl.
Maybe she did. She found out he was going out on a date.
I don't think so, because I mean it's someone's cousin, and I mean I don't know. You don't always really know. I mean Shane might not have even known that he had a girlfriend.
No, yeah, and if your cousin's like a player, you can't keep up with the
right. Yeah. Can you go up the player? With the game? Yeah, I don't know. So I feel like Emily probably didn't know, because I feel Emily is truly a good friend, and she would never set up anyone, especially Gina, who's like newly heartbroken, newly single, going through a lot, with someone like that.
That seems malicious. Like, if she did know and she still went ahead and set that up, that seems malicious. And I don't feel that way about my girl Emily, okay? She is sweet. She is an angel. I think the best of her. But Erica Guzman brings up a good point, which you also brought up, Regina, while we were watching the show. Why, or was it, I don't know, well, we'll see. Why would you set your best friend up with a family member? That's like a recipe for disaster.
Oh, yeah. I think that was Gina.
Well, Emily, I mean, come on, it's his cousin. You've got to know that, he's dating somebody. So, I mean, this is your best friend. You look out for your best friend.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to set him up with somebody and he's in a relationship.
I just don't think you should set your friends up with your family, period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. But I don't know.
Katie's
It
about
just
it. Katie's
depends.
about everything, guys.
Look, I don't ever knock anything until you try it. So
I would just hate that it
You're a real free spirit
Katie's
tonight,
hilarious.
Katie.
I love it. Katie, you're a mood girl.
It must be a full moon, right? Okay.
We'll
Yeah,
check
it
when
is.
we step out.
yeah, okay.
I mean, I would just hate to like, let's say date someone's cousin, and let's say I'm not into them, but they're into me, and then now it like becomes a whole situation.
Awkward.
I don't
Oh,
want
yeah.
someone to have to pick
Oh,
sides.
yes.
Right, I guess at
yes,
future
yes.
parties or events
I
that you'll
get
be
it.
in the same room. I do get that, yeah.
Or then the
Yeah.
moms and the aunts are sitting and talking about you. Like,
It's bad
no,
blood.
no. Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad blood. Like, don't you dare invite that person, you know.
Yeah, that just seems like a big mess. But what I mentioned in my cold open, I thought it was hilarious that Shane was giving Emily dating advice.
Oh, God.
I was saying there, like,
Regina.
please, Twilight Zone.
Right.
But then,
Of all men.
Right, of all the men on the
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
if it was
right.
like Eddie, yes, even like Vicky's boyfriend, like he seems like a down to earth guy. Anyone but him would have been great.
Right.
Yeah.
But what did you guys think about Gina letting them know that Matt's trying to get in her pants?
I mean, oh gosh. Well, I feel like it's always hard with exes, especially someone who was her husband and you loved for so long. I mean, I give her claps for even saying it, for bringing it
Yeah.
up, because she could always just keep it hush hush and not even say anything about it
Totally.
and secretly text him. So,
What did you think, Regina?
Well, I don't know. I guess it's Emily. So,
No, wait, Gina
Gina.
and
Oh,
Matt.
Gina
Gina and
texted.
Matt,
Oh,
yeah.
No,
okay.
Matt texted Gina
Oh,
wanting to
right.
get in her pants.
yeah.
Well, I guess there's still some feelings there, or obviously we know why she was upset with that date not showing up. She obviously
She needs to let some
needs-
frustration out.
Yeah, I mean, you know, she wants a male companion, but as bad as he treated her and spousal abuse and everything else, he would be the last guy that I would jump into bed with.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bye,
For
Felicia.
sure.
Yeah, for Katie's
On
so
a roll
cute.
tonight, señorita.
No, I would purposely curve him just to be like, I have the power. Like you think you
Yeah.
do? No, sorry.
Yeah.
I know. I feel bad
She
that
shouldn't
she
lower herself.
Yeah, that she feels that she needs to even listen to him or like give him the time of day with that mean text that he sent her about her not being a good mother, about not being at her son's baseball game. Like you weren't there either. Where were you?
And he has his apartment in LA. Like she's with him all the time.
Right. So it's just, I hate to admit it, but like I sort of agree with Shane and Emily that yeah, it's just him looking. He's a cow looking for that hole.
I love that.
Yeah, that's such a great analogy. But yeah, he's looking to push her buttons any way he can, I feel.
No,
Yeah,
I
'cause
agree.
he made her feel guilty about going out with Emily and Shane, and he had to go to their son's softball game,
Yeah.
where she's been taking him all along.
Right.
And so she misses one game to go out and have a little fun, let her hair down, and then he's texting her trying to make her feel guilty about it.
Men are the worst.
Yeah.
Can't.
Well, not all men.
No, yeah, we're not. We don't want to generalize, but
We're
90%.
not gonna say
I'm
that.
kidding. So in the live chat, we have Kim Can. She says, "When you talk about Emily and her weight, for one thing, I never thought she looked heavy. To me, she looked voluptuous." Which brings us to our next topic, which is Emily's weight gain. I 100% agree with this comment though. And then Erica Guzman said, "Emily looks gorgeous." And then Daisy, "I would love to have a figure like Emily." Yes, everyone's just.
Yes, body
Applauding her.
positivity.
Yeah.
I think she's gorgeous.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I think I can see why she thinks she's heavier when she has other cast members like Tamra, who's like
Very
fitness
tiny.
obsessed, and
Yeah.
but they're all small, you know. So I get it. I don't think she needs to necessarily gain weight to feel better. I just think she should do it to be healthier.
Yeah, I agree. When she was like afraid to look at how much she weighed, I thought that it was like a little sad for her because it shouldn't be like just about the number. You know, like if you're feeling healthy, well, clearly she's not, but if you're feeling healthy, then the number shouldn't matter.
Yeah, I agree. And when she's like, "Oh, at Costco, like I love the samples," like she's a whole mood. Just
Yeah,
like
but
live
who
your life,
doesn't
girl.
love the free samples? I show up on a Saturday just for the free samples and I leave. I
Is it Saturdays?
think it's the weekends.
I think it's every day because I go constantly and I'm just getting their samples. I will sit there and wait. I will
Well, now
stand
I'll
there
go
and
more
wait.
often then.
No, yeah, I think she looks great, but her weight is now affecting her arthritis. Is that what she has?
Right.
Yeah.
Her joints.
And when she was crying, saying she wants to be able to play with her kids, and she has really little ones.
Right.
So I get it for that reason, but I think that should be her focus, and just to be a healthy individual, like it's mind, body, and soul.
Yeah.
But like you said, I don't think the numbers should matter either. I think she's amazing.
Yeah, and Tamra brought that up too after they even talked about the numbers after she was on the scale, and she was like, don't think about the number, like just think about like your percentages, and like it's a lifelong battle to stay healthy. So she just needs to stay positive about it.
It's got to be a part of your everyday life. So in order to, once she does get down to a healthy weight, then she has to practice, eating better, healthier, regular exercise, and just, it's like clockwork. It has to be a part of your everyday life.
I mean, if it's 191 pounds of muscle, good for you. But it's like she was saying, she's like, "Oh, I have creamer and sugar," and I was like, "Girl, the creamer is the sugar."
Yeah,
like
right.
No more Del Taco.
Del Taco.
Exactly.
Look, I'm guilty of some late night Del Taco. Okay, it is good, but it is not good to be eating like numerous tacos constantly. Like,
She's not like just a 2 taco girl. So
I mean,
I'm a 2 taco girl.
yeah, me too.
And that's if I'm like had a rough day. I'm like, I want Del Taco. That's like my guilty pleasure.
I've never had Del Taco.
Girl, if you're having a bad day, just go to Del Taco and just order whatever you see. It's all gonna be gross but amazing.
Gross,
Oh,
But it's not good for you. It's
well,
not
that's
good
a good
for you.
promo.
No, gross
Del
in the
Taco.
sense that it's not great for your body, but
Oh, yeah,
it
there's
tastes
grease.
amazing. I'm not mad at it. If it was acceptable to have constantly,
She
I would
loves
do it.
Del Taco.
Del
She
Taco,
really does love
send
Del
us some
Taco.
our way.
We all do. Free coupons.
And our last topic of the day, we have Jesus Jugs. Oh my God.
She's back.
Yeah. So I don't know how, it's been so long now that I don't know how I felt about her to begin with. I don't think I remember disliking her. I just thought she was a little like Jesus obsessed, but like not in the best way possible. But she looks amazing. Someone in the live chat earlier said how she looks, Erica Guzman said she looks so happy, and she genuinely does. Like, I love that. She, when we were looking at the flashbacks of her and her husband, he was like, "Oh, you should stay home." I was like, "Oh, girl, I'm so glad you got out of that." That's,
Yeah. Oof.
her husband was a nightmare. Does
There
anyone,
we
does
go
anyone
again.
remember him?
Not liking men.
Do you guys remember much of either of them?
Yeah, but fireworks for the last few episodes. Get ready, right?
Do you guys think she's gonna be like a more regular person on the show, or it was just a little snippet for that
I think
episode?
it's just a little, throw something in to mix it up even more. Because after a while, you get burnt out with Kelly and Vicki at each other's throats. And when we get to news, Vicki is definitely commenting about their makeup session last week, or supposedly, mending fences.
Emily and Gina?
Kelly?
No, I'm sorry, Vicki.
Oh, Vicki and Kelly?
Yeah, Vicki and Kelly. Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't gonna last long.
Yeah.
Yeah,
not
that
at all.
They're
was.
two hotheads.
Yeah.
They clash way too often over a lot of things.
I wonder if the ladies felt any type of way of Alexis being a part of the show out of nowhere, because Tamra and her have pretty bad blood, from my understanding.
Yeah.
Like, they were like, I still remember the scene of them at dinner party, and Tamra like raging, like, "Get out of here!" And I was like, oh my God. But did you guys notice how she like mentioned that little piece of like Jesus and like not returning phone calls, and she said like some stuff about Jesus? I was like, you literally just made no sense. If anyone in the live chat understood what Jesus Jugs said, let me know. I was so confused by not answering the phone call to Jesus and being kind. It was like weird. It didn't make any sense. I don't know if anyone caught that.
I didn't really catch that, but I would love clarification on it.
Sharo Tara says Jesus, Jugs, and her new man is an upgrade. Love it. Yes.
Yeah.
He's handsome.
Oh,
I love when
yeah.
she was like, people say that they've never seen anything like it. That's how you know you're in love, when you're like sitting there hyping up your own relationship.
It's so cute, and that's how a relationship should be. Like, you're not fighting. You are really getting along. I mean, yeah, there's like little tiny fights, but majority, I feel like you should not be arguing all the time.
No, yeah, I think so too. What about you, Regina? I see you making the face, girl.
Oh, I'm ready for news whenever
are you? All right,
I'm
sounds
looking
good.
at.
Well, you're wrapping it up for us then.
No.
Let's get into our shadiest moment, ladies. What do we think?
The shadiest moment for me was Emily setting Gina up on a date with somebody that's already in a relationship.
That's pretty shady.
That was pretty shady. If she
Emily
knew.
does know, that is very shady of you, but we don't know for sure. But it definitely is shady.
I didn't
Katie?
like Matt's fake toe story. I don't know. I think it's shady. What's with the toe? How did you break it? We never even really got clarification on how it happened.
And my shadiest moment is Matt trying to get in Gina's pants. Like, doesn't he have a girlfriend? Like, from my understanding, he's with the girl that he cheated on Gina with. That is like, what do you think? What is it? Have your cake and eat it too?
Yeah, but that's like a typical like textbook 101. Like, once guys like leave you for someone else, they tend to miss you and then they want you back.
I know.
Or they just want maybe like a piece of you back.
So
it's
now you're
ego.
double cheating.
Yeah,
You cheated
ego.
on Gina.
It is the ego.
It's just ego.
Yeah, probably.
Thinking he can get anyone they want.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Well, it's ego to feel like she still wants me. So if it doesn't work out with this one over here, I can go back to my old, whatever.
So shady though, for the side chick who's now the main chick and the old main chick, like
To be the side chick.
Well, you never know if you're main or side.
I don't think Gina.
Whoa, that's
Another
true.
shady moment. Yeah, I don't think Gina knows either.
Yeah, she does. That's just a whole weird triangle right there.
We are so shady. I love it. And some news and gossip from our one and only Regina.
Okay. So, the 411 on Real Housewives of Orange County News is that Gina recently revealed that the stress from her argument with BFF Emily caused her to actually quit the show. She actually walked away from the show and quit while she was on vacation because she felt like she just could not go on with the way things were. She stormed out, quotes, "I quit the show. I was in the dark. I was in the pitch black, reaching for my bags like, I'm going home, I'm going home." As for why she quit, Gina explained that she didn't think Emily was sensitive enough after watching Gina go through a tough time, which included discovering that her ex-husband was continuing a relationship with a woman he had an affair with, as well as Gina's drug driving arrest earlier in the year.
It's a little dramatic.
Very dramatic.
And on to, of course, we heard tonight that Bronwyn confessed to her husband her feelings for Tamra. And she said that she shared that she did know the third party ahead of time, and that, she picks out the person before it happens, and
Katie's loving it.
And
Spicy.
she told her husband that pretty much, she was just really shocked about how everybody, their reaction to it.
Mm-hmm.
She said it started out as a joke, but then it became something they do on every monumental birthday as her gift to him.
That is so
Why not?
funny.
And then moving on to Vicki. Vicki has to say that Kelly, in her attempt to bury the hatchet on last week's episode, thinking it would change the relationship, went nowhere with her. It's zero. She said, if she wants to hurt me and call me names, call me a pig, and all these terrible things, I've never called her names, and I never will. And I just don't do that, and I don't deserve it, and I'm not going to tolerate it. So while she's on the show, we have to all hang out together. But she's not somebody I'm going to seek out in my real life away from the show.
Mm.
And then this just in, Tamra and Eddie Judge have a new cannabis company called Vina Cava, and that name comes from Eddie's heart condition. It's all natural products, so they said you don't have to worry about the product being, cut with something else. That is all 100% natural ingredients, and it's harmless as far as, it's medicinal.
Yeah.
And that they own 100% of their business along with the fitness.
That's amazing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That is the news.
And that is a great market to tap into right now. I'm all for CBD, some relaxing. I can get some rest. I'm all here for it. So in the live chat, we have DL Fighter Watcher, not shady, but I could have done without the vag treatment, details of Shannon's procedure. And I
loved it.
Real,
okay, here I go again.
I love that you just think completely different.
She's a real free spirit. We love that.
I mean,
Katie.
she's 55. Like, of course, it probably isn't working as it used to. So, and she's newly single. Go for it.
I mean, I think get it if you're getting some. But she's like, oh, I thought it was like a forever thing.
You could always do it to yourself. So she doesn't always have to wait for a man, right?
Think about that. Oh my, Katie.
Girl,
I
this is
love
just
you.
too
You're
much
hilarious.
information on tonight's show.
I'm sorry.
My young ears are like burning.
What I thought was so funny was when Shannon was like talking about how she's doing all these natural procedures. I was like, girl, letting yourself age is natural. Like you taking lasers and all that to yourself. There's nothing natural about it. I mean, I have nothing against it, but I love how she's like natural.
She just isn't cutting anything.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, yeah, she said it's all natural, holistic, or whatever. But, at the end of the day, it's taking good care of yourself and aging gracefully.
No, I agree.
Yeah,
I
so.
liked how her and the worker, I don't know what her proper name is, we're just having the most casual conversation as she's deep in her
the physician.
The physician,
yeah.
I thought that was hilarious. I was like, oh, they're having the most normal conversation. Like,
yeah, she made it seem like it didn't hurt either, so I don't know.
Yeah, you know what? I don't care what anybody says, but I never I never look forward to a pap smear.
Oh, I think you say you never looked down there.
No, I'm just saying. A pap smear is bad enough. So, somebody putting a needle up there. Oh.
Yeah, probably.
Well, I think if anyone try, I think, Katie, you should let us know. In about 10, 20 years.
Maybe when I'm older.
Yes.
Well, I've got news for you. There are women Katie's age that may struggle with that type of thing.
What do you mean? Struggle with what?
They're,
reaching climax.
Physically,
having
orgasms.
yes. I
there
hear
are
that.
medical conditions where women, have that sort of disorder.
Yeah.
So,
Ladies, get out there.
And
get out there.
In the live chat, Erica Guzman says, looking forward to Vicki getting engaged. And I do too. I love that. I like that she already knows. Like, girl, just let it happen. Stop being so sneaky.
No, I think it's so funny that she's like so aggressive about it. Mm-hmm. She's like, okay, like you go tell her how you're gonna like propose to me. Like he's gonna do it right now, right?
Yeah, I think she's that person I just want her to have her happily ever after finally. Like you've seen her go through so much.
Yeah.
Well, talking about Vicki, ladies, and potential future situations, what are our predictions for next week's
AfterBuzz
episode?
TV prediction.
Want to start with Gina?
No. No, I'll start. Okay, I'll predict that Vicki gets her ring next week.
Oh, I like that.
Okay. I really want that threesome to happen.
Okay.
I think it'll be great for the group.
I'm going to piggyback off you, and I think it's like a matter of like episodes before Bronwyn and Tamra have like a serious makeout session. Not like a playful we're drunk. They're going to like tongue.
Something needs to happen.
Grab.
No, or at least address it.
You really think so?
Yes, if not now.
Oh.
Look, these ladies love their tequila.
And tequila does funny things to a person.
Well, also a paycheck that big, so who knows
that
what's
is true.
in it,
I also predict that Gina, well, obviously I think we know this. Gina and Emily, they're gonna completely fall out now.
Yeah.
I don't think Gina's taking it well. But I guess we'll have to wait and see for next week. Where can people find you, Regina?
At Instagram, at Regina Coles, and some people have found me, so thanks guys for following me.
Yay, love it.
Yay! And you guys can find me at Katie Wolski _ on all social media.
And you can find me, Karla Contreras, at Instagram at Karla L. Contreras and Twitter at Karla _C. And thank you so much for joining us today. The live chat was amazing. See you next week.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.